Hi. Cannabis is a short horror film, and the backstory of the whole thing is my dad kind of was a Hollywood stuntman, so he doubled John Wayne in many westerns and even played Jason in Friday the 13th, the final chapter. When I was only 7, he allowed me to play a Native American boy on the Daniel Boone show, and boom, as you can imagine, I was bitten pretty hard by the movie bug. Like from right there, that was the get-go. But as I got older, I excitedly shared all my screenwriting, acting, and filmmaking projects with my dad. We're all hardwired to our parents, where I was soundly rebuffed. It's not uncommon, these stories from parents of that era. In some way, my whole life, I kept burning my hand on that stove. I just kept going back, and I was up against the wall. It was really, literally as big as his ego. So after his passing several years ago and surviving two major cancer surgeries myself, believe me, you look at time differently after that. I figured it was better late than never. I'm going to start directing. And so I spent years as a storyboard artist and senior illustrator with the Art Directors Guild, helping shape action and story for projects like Percy Jackson, Disney Plus. I just did season 3. The Old Man on FX. I did a couple seasons of that. The Orville. My boards were even used by ILM for previs work on Percy Jackson. So this is really a full circle moment for me. And early on, I got to work as a DP on footage for Spider-Man 2, which was pretty darn cool, working with Doc Ock alongside Sam Raimi and John Dykstra. I mean, that experience alone was like going to the best film school money could buy. So over the years, I've shot, edited, and lived every side of the process, including penning a multi-award-winning horror screenplay called Cornstalkers.
It's an urban legend. Shit. That's Tarantula.
A story built with franchise potential in mind. Very cool feature film. Directing that feature has been a lifelong goal of mine. And Cannabis is the short that gets me there. That's the step that gets me to Cornstalkers. Cornstalkers is waiting in the wings, and this is how I earn my shot to bring it to life. Yes. So Cannabis is a supernatural horror story about reckoning, consequences, and things that won't stay buried. It's very cool. It's set in the forests of Oregon during a time when even growing a single weed plant could land you in prison. The story follows Juan, a pot farmer who unknowingly plants one of his crops in a human compost burial site, the resting place of young girls from a nature camp who died horrifically and tragically. What grows there doesn't stay buried. And it's not so far-fetched because even in death, the elements in our bodies don't disappear. They return to the earth and they grow. And if something about this story connects with you, the film, the journey, or even the idea of someone finally going for it, we hope you will help us bring it to life because maybe we planted a seed today. With your help, Cannabis grows. Thank you.